This is an introduction to the third book of Maccabees. The title of the book, known as 3 Maccabees, is a misnomer, for the contents deal not with the exploits of the Maccabean heroes, but with the struggles of Egyptian Jews who suffered under Ptolemy IV Philopator, 221-203 BC, a half century prior to the Maccabean period and the persecution of Palestinian Jewry under Antiochus IV Epiphanes, 175-164 BC. The book was written in Greek by an unknown Alexandrian Jew during the 1st century BC and has been transmitted in manuscripts of the Greek Septuagint as well as the Syriac Peshitta and in most manuscripts of the Armenian Bible. It is not, however, included in the Latin Vulgate. This may explain why the book has been accorded canonical status in the Eastern Christendom, whereas in the Western churches, both Roman and Reformed, it's regarded as apocryphal. The author of 3 Maccabees describes the attempt made by Ptolemy IV Philopator to enter the Holy of Holies in the temple at Jerusalem, and his miraculous repulse. Having returned to Egypt, he determined to wreak his vengeance on the Jews of Egypt for his humiliation in Jerusalem. He alters not only their political status, but also attempts to impose upon them the pagan cult of Dionysus. Unable to compel the great majority of the Jews to renounce their ancestral religion, he orders cruel and unusual punishments, even death, for all who refuse to apostatize. Finally, after Eleazar, the aged priest, prays earnestly for his people, through divine intervention, the king repents and becomes the patron of the Jews, who return in safety and rejoicing to their homes. The book was obviously written to console, exhort, and teach the Egyptian Jews, who, during the 1st century BC, were several times threatened by efforts of the Roman administration to alter their civic status. The author intends to inspire faith in the providence of God by recounting how the Jews had been delivered from similar tribulations in the past. The style of this book is pseudo-classical, utilizing many uncommon and poetical words. Sentences are awkwardly construed and full of repetition. The author often exaggerates, and when in descriptions he attempts to introduce purple passages of rhetoric, he succeeds only in producing bombast and bathos. Whether the events the authors describe are fictional or real, several names, places, and events can be corroborated in classical authors. 3 Maccabees is significant for its religious message. The book represents the most orthodox type of Judaism, with its unswerving devotion to the Mosaic law and the temple cultus, as well as the emphasis upon the special position of the chosen people.